With Serie A all wrapped up, it really just comes down to the Europa League. Today's semi-final day, we've got both legs against Arsenal coming up right now. If you didn't know who'd won the league, that's why you watch the episodes in order, I guess, rather than just stumbling across an intro. Hello and welcome to part 35 of the Milan mission. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we've got Arsenal. I'm then playing Juventus offline. Then we've got Arsenal again, busy and all that. I'm just making sure you can't see my arranged transfers anywhere on the screen anywhere. I've already spent all my transfer budget for the summer. It's going to be so much fun when I get to show you these players, but not until the start of next season. They're the rules. We've never done our transfer business this early before, though. Recent form has been awful, but mainly because we're completely rotating the team. If we show you the team we played against Inter as an example, quite heavily rotated. Although not rotated to the point where you'd only expect us to get 2 shots all game. They're all still first-team players. So... perhaps strength in depth isn't what you would expect, but I think also we've taken our eye off the ball a little bit. And it's all about this one. We're away first against Arsenal, and then we're just going to go straight into the home leg and hopefully book ourselves a place in the Europa League final. And this is the team that we're going to put out there to try and do it. We've got Jack Butland in goal, a back four of George, Romagnoli, Zuma and Makey, with Bazoa and Mauri in central midfield, Gonzalo Guedes, Lamar and Gabriel Barbosa in behind Luan. If you had to pick our team of the season, it would be those 11 players. I can't think of anyone more deserving of a starting spot. There's no fitness issues. That is the team you would pick to play today. If it's not quite enough, then it's not quite enough, I guess. Arsenal are a strong team to be in this competition. They also are working through reject managers from the northwest of England. David Moyes was their manager when they won the league, but they then sacked him. I think Brendan Rodgers is currently Arsenal manager. It's all a bit weird. I think Arsene Wenger retired at the end of the first season, like he has done on every version of Football Manager for about the last 5 years. And less than 2 minutes are on the clock, and Oxlade-Chamberlain has already put Arsenal 1-0 up. It would be so sad if it all ended in an anticlimax. We're supposed to be forcing our way back towards being a European superpower. We've let him have, it's not even a header. We've let him have a free kick. I think that means something else in football, but you catch the drift. We've let him kick the ball unchallenged in the middle of the area. Believe it or not, he kicked it into the back of the net. Luan's in though, finds Barbosa brilliantly. 3 minutes are on the clock, and we've got an away goal. It's 1-1, and if it ended like this, I'm fairly happy with that as a result. So, That's awesome stuff. Look at that, beautiful from Luan. One of his little searching runs out to the wings, drifting away from his centre forward position, out there wide. Beautiful cross for Gabriel Barbosa, and he plays that inside forward position so very well. We could have done without an injury to Kurt Zuma though. I imagine he's broken his foot and that's him done for the rest of the season. Right, the decision here is, do we bring on Little Gomez to play alongside Romagnoli, or do we drop Bazoa back and bring Danilo on in midfield? I guess what we do is we see who's the better defender out of Little Gomez and Bazoa. Right, well that's got Bazoa as third choice. I guess we actually look at Little Gomez and see if he's apparently... they're about the same. Oh, what do we do? I trust Danilo more than Little Gomez, I think. We've got Premius with the Gomez brothers at this stage of European competitions, and it just scares me, the prospect of having one of the Gomez brothers in the side this late on in the competition. Obviously, we've seen Little Gomez... Well, we've seen both of the Gomez brothers do wonders in the Champions League before in the earlier stages, but last year, or was it the year before, I don't even remember, they basically conspired to get us knocked out of the Champions League. We've just gone 2-1 up, though. Goodness me, less than 15 minutes on the clock. Look at this, total football happening here. Barbosa's dropped deep, out wide to Makey. Makey crosses into our left winger, who's playing in the centre forward position. So we basically had the right winger, Barbosa, drops back into central midfield to play the through ball, and the left winger comes up to support Luan up front. I don't even know where Luan was. He was probably playing right back or something ridiculous. A good double save from Jack Butland maintains our lead. We've been clinical so far as well, because no clear-cut chances for us. One for Arsenal, which presumably they scored. but we've got 2 goals that have weren't clear-cut chances. I mean, you knew where I was going with that. You could have finished that sentence yourself. You didn't need to wait for me to fall over it. Good. The things I do for you lot, and sometimes you just don't cut me any slack. Disgraceful. Oh, they're in again. Ozil hits it straight at Butland. Huzzah. I mean, there's been a lot of highlights. We're less than 20 minutes in. We've had, certainly back in the defensive years of this save, we've had entire games that have been over quicker than the first 20 minutes of this one. We've had enough highlights to fill both legs, and it's still not even a third of the way through the first match. We're really scrappy defending now. Arsenal have now had 3 clear-cut chances. We've still had none, and somehow we're in the lead. A mugging is afoot, everybody. Gonçalo Guedes is in, and there you go. That was our first clear-cut chance. We don't want to do we don't want muggings in European semi-finals. We need to assert ourselves on this game a little bit. I know possession is fairly even, shots are fairly even, but I can't get away from the fact that there's a mugging afoot, because they've had more clear-cut chances than we have, and we're winning. I mean, you know what a mugging is by now. I've explained it enough times. I believe the correct cool kid parlance is that Arsenal are currently being FM'd, but around these parts, we call it a mugging. Right, Lamar, corner, comes in. Bazawa, obviously, playing centre-back, gets himself up there into the centre-back position. If I knew anything about the set-piece instructions, and spoilers, I've never set a set-piece instruction, ever. Certainly not in FM16. I think I fiddled with it last year. I probably downloaded a corner thing, because everyone had to do corners last year. But, yeah, I don't understand them. But I know Bazawa shouldn't be the man there on the end of corners. Right. See, now I want to take Maori off. So the obvious substitution now becomes bringing on Little Gomez for Maori and bringing Bazawa back into the midfield again. Who should we play box to box? We'll play Bazawa box to box. Get him moving around a little bit. Little Gomez can slot in at centre back. Please, Little Gomez, don't let us all down. We've done so well. He's very capable of mugging us by himself. He can do the spectacular, Little Gomez, and we'll just have to see if he can just try and avoid the spectacular for the remainder of this game. Right, George puts Guedes in, and he's muscled off the ball by Chamberlain. How does anyone get muscled off the ball by Oxlade-Chamberlain? He's about 4'8". Mertesacker's still playing. He must be about 1,000 years old. In fact, this Arsenal team, I recognise almost all of them. They've signed a few. Martial, Alaba. But, I guess they've made some good signings. They've strengthened where they needed to strengthen, I guess. Martial would be a good signing for Arsenal in real life, based on my limited Premier League knowledge. Luan's in. If we can make it 3, this is all over. We can't make it 3. It's not all over. Why haven't we? Have we made our 3rd substitution? What's going on here? Right, we'll have Rashford on. Yeah, why not? Get Rashford on. Give him 10 minutes. So we've got Martial and Rashford, both on the pitch. Neither of them playing for Man United. They are obviously really focusing on youth. They've probably still got Ibrahimovic up front at age 40 or whatever he is at this point. And they got rid of their 2 most promising youngsters. I wonder if they paid as much for Martial as we paid for Rashford. Obviously, Man United paid roughly that much for Martial to begin with, and there he is. He's in. It's his 20th goal of the season. We're going to have a look in a minute, see how much Arsenal paid for him. See who won the battle of the signing young Man United strikers. But no one batted an eyelid. Which did you bat? No idea. No one batted a whatever you bat on your eye, when in real life Man United signed him for 50 odd million quid. I signed Rashford. Oh, the comments went wild. Oh, goodness me. We're AC Milan. We're supposed to waste money. Man United aren't. Right, let's see how much he cost them. So, they paid for him 21 million. Okay, and perhaps Man United didn't spend 50 odd million for him. I thought it was up in the 50 million bracket. Perhaps I don't know anything. Who knows? Anyway, through the magic of video editing, we're now going to fast forward to the second leg of that tie. 2-2. That'll do. That was fine for the first leg. That gives us plenty to play with in the return fixture, which you'll magically see now. We lost 2-1 against Juventus, but it was a very rotated side, and it was a last-minute penalty, so who really cares? The team that we've got for the second leg against Arsenal. Little Gomez gets the nod ahead of Danilo, so he comes in at centre-back. The rest of the team is unchanged from the first leg, although massively changed from the Juventus game at the weekend. So hopefully we'll be the fresher of the two teams, which will be rather pleasant. Oh, they're coming to attack us. Look at that. I mean, it looks like a good Arsenal side. Well, they've got Chesney in goal rather than Cech. I guess Czech's quite old now, but I can't imagine a scenario in real life where Chesney ever wins the number one shirt back off of Cech. But what do I know? Why are there no substitutes? Oh, they are. They're just hidden. They're hidden behind the little bar. Does that mean this is an extraordinarily big pitch? We're at home. It's not that big, surely. Barbosa into Lamar. Oh, there you go. We've had a clear-cut chance already, and that just sort of exploded out of nowhere as well, which is nice, but I would have preferred it if we'd have scored it. Mauri can't quite get there first, and I'm really nervous. When I get nervous about matches, I lose the ability to be able to speak about them. I should probably just sit here quietly and play it on fast forward for you all. Luan's in, and should have done better. We've had two good chances now. Mauri finds Lamar to Luan, and Luan just drifted offside, which is a shame, because I think it was Lamar had just drifted past him into a very handy-looking position, which we all know Luan would have spotted him, because that's how he rolls. Right, Lamar, cross comes in. We're second to the ball all the time. I hope that's not going to be a theme for the day. Right, George to Guedes. Cross comes into Barbosa. That's his 20th goal of the season. I thought he'd already scored that 2 episodes ago. Apparently not. He's just scored it now. We're 1-0 up against Arsenal, 3-2 on aggregate. And we just need to defend now. Do we dare go Italian? Because we've now got the 1-goal cushion plus the away goals cushion. If we could just sit and stop them from scoring goals, we'd win the tie and we'd be in the final. But I don't know that we've got it in us anymore. All we can do is attack. George, cross comes into Lamar. It's 2-0. This is how we do Italian mode now. Lamar's 22nd of the season. We defend by attacking more. That's how we roll here at AC Milan. And that was an absolute beauty. George crosses in low, right onto the end of Lamar's big toe. And he tucks it past the inexplicable Chesney in the Arsenal goal, because no one knows why he's there. Lamar over the top to Luan. Luan was in and hits it first time. That was a beautiful little shot. Forces a good save out the Arsenal keeper. And we are rampant at the moment. Let's grab another one before half-time and just wrap this thing up completely. I think that's what's needed. And then I'm going to have to find a tie. If we get into a proper European final, where do I find it? Have I got a red and black striped tie? I wasn't expecting to need one this early. Oh, it's tie shopping and there's still half a game left. What am I thinking? I'm asking for this to go wrong. Although for it to go wrong, Arsenal need to score 3 goals in this second half. And there's no chance Milan could give away a 3-goal advantage in the second half of a European tie. Right, we just need to hold on somehow. Here we go. Lamar, corner comes in. Romagnoli's on a yellow card. And Zuma, by the way, broke his ankle in the last match. Probably could have mentioned that. He's out for 2 to 3 months. So he's done for the season. Luan is in! Oh, there we go. That's his 21st of the season. They're all in the 20s now, all these forwards. And look at how we pass this around. That was just beautiful. Every pass, one touch. Bing, 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 one touch, diagonal, zigzagging through. Luan tucks it away. That was perfect. That was a perfect goal we've just scored there. And we are making Arsenal, recent champions of England, look really poor. We have a bright future ahead of us. I'm looking forward to the Champions League next year. Lamar puts Barbosa in. It's 4-0. I don't understand what's happening. We shouldn't be capable of doing this. I know we're good. I didn't know we were this good. Oh, I like this. Right, Lamar finds Barbosa, and look at that. Just goes past his man with ease, and then tucks it past the keeper. Thank you very much. I mean, I know we're not exactly playing against a world-class keeper here, but we're doing all right. Look at that weird system they've changed to. Arsenal have gone into trying to avoid being embarrassed mode. They've got an Italian flat-back 7 going on. Arsenal are afraid. Ha ha ha, this is ridiculous. Oh, that was a tasty little cross from Bellerin. I mean, do we start taking players off to rest them? Arsenal have got to score 5 goals in 25 minutes in a match they just don't look like they're in. we're through. We're in a European final. Let's just protect. We don't want another injury like Zuma's. Who are we going to protect? We are going to protect... We can't take Barbosa off when he's on a hat-trick. That's just cruel. We're going to take off Lamar and Guedes. We're going to bring on Benzema. And we're going to bring on Rashford. And I think we'll leave them where they are. Actually, no. No, let's leave them where they are. Let's see Benzema in the attack. He's been here 18 months and he's not done it as a striker at all. We've never really tried playing him as a playmaker. He might suddenly emerge as another awesome player in that position, although he's got some competition because Rashford wants to play there as well. And I imagine Barbosa and Luan are quite capable of playing there if I ever ask them to. Right, who else should we take off? Shall we take off Maori now? Give him a little... Actually, no. Bazoa next to him is more tireder, so Danilo can come on. Play as a deep-lying playmaker. And we've taken the sting out of our own team with the changes we've made to the front line. It would be nice to see Barbosa get his hat-trick, but probably with the slightly weakened players behind him, it's unlikely to happen. Although Maori wins the ball back well there. Barbosa to Maori, and see, we were just getting into our pomp again, and the final whistle went. But Barbosa picks up a man of the match. He's done all right there, isn't he? And we are playing Celta in the final, and presumably that will be our final game of the season. Oh, it's not. That's weird. We still have another league game after the Europa League final. We're playing a league game in June. That's just weird. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. Thank you very much for watching.